And I've highlighted these in particular because they speak to challenges beyond the technical stuff, like how do I source my products? These are the things that get in the way of us being business people. I need to be more organized. I need help with understanding my numbers, trying to do too many things, systems and routines not in place. I'm not sure what to focus on most, lack of prioritization, no adoption of business processes. I don't know where my money is going. We want to take ownership of our time, automate business so I can take back some of my time, insight on transitioning to working on my business and stop working in my business. I love that one. That one speaks to my heart. To be successful with VA, as I have a full-time job, and I know a lot of you do have full-time jobs. This may be a side hustle that you'd like to replace your job or be that, the big thing that you want to do with your life. Committed this year to prioritize my Amazon business, and that prioritizing, making this first. I know that's been a challenge for many of you. So where do we go from here? If you want to correct this, and many of you finished your 90 days and it's like, where do we go from here? You want to correct this part and be a real business person rather than a hobbyist, so to speak. I want to talk to you about that. So I heard this, profitability. In fact, I saw this. Do you know the bottom line of your business? So is this you? And as far as time and organization goes, do you have your business systems in place, or are you the system? Putting systems in place and tracking your numbers are trademarks of a real business as opposed to a hobby. And I want to help you have a real business. That's what our goal is for you here. If this is just a side hustle and a hobby, that's fine too. But if you do want to have a real business, then you've got to act in the way a real business person acts. So here's the exact process of running any business, whether it's e-commerce business or a brick and mortar store. There's really about 7 essential steps here, and it starts with your vision for your business and your life. And once you have that vision in place, then you want to really assess your business itself, the current level of your business. Number 3 is to set short-term priorities, and which we would call quarterly planning. Number 4, to chart a plan of action to achieve quarterly goals. Once you've done that, number 5, to set systems in place for all routine operations, and then you delegate those tasks within the systems. Number 6, you're choosing benchmarks, KPIs. Remember what Carol was talking about? KPIs to track and measure your progress. And number 7, you set up reporting, and you can look at those KPIs. Are you on track or not? And make course corrections if needed. So let me speak in a little more detail about each of these steps here. It all starts with your vision, your why, and your vision will inform you in understanding what it is that you want your business to do for you. Remember, your business is supposed to serve you. So it serves you and it helps you develop a lifestyle that you want to live, that you want to have in your life. With a clear vision, you can then choose goals for your business, goals that support your lifestyle. So these goals will be both long-term and short-term goals. And then you'll bring hyper-focus to your priorities, your top 3 goals every 90 days in a quarterly planning session. I think Alistair was talking about that. Why 90 days? Because that's what you can see right in front of you. Why 3 goals? Remember, I talked about our mind saying 1, 2, 3, many. So we choose top 3 goals every 90 days. That's what we call quarterly planning. And we walk our talk. You've heard the coaches, we're all, doing this business. Well, it's the same as true for EBS. This is the same process that I'm sharing with you now that we do here at E-commerce Business School. You must have a plan in order to achieve your goals. And this is where you'll determine if your goals are well-defined, realistic, and achievable. And when you're brand new, it's hard to know if your goals are well-defined, realistic, and achievable. And that's why it's important to have a mentor. And you want to be sure that you get advice from a mentor who has been there themselves. So it's one thing to hear those gurus, in front of their Lamborghini on YouTube. It's another thing to talk to somebody that's in the trenches really doing it.
It used to be said, if you're not online, you're not in business. That's from like 15 years ago. All right. Now it's that if you're not on Amazon, you're not in business.
Regardless of that big dream, you've got to build a foundation. You have to have a business that has cash flow.
You need more cash? Go out and source some more. Shove those products into Amazon. What's going to spit out the other end is profit. It's that simple, isn't it?
Then they start looking at it as, this really is a system. So how can I add more to my system? How can I start to scale this?
That's why this is so integral, each pillar leading up sequentially to that long-term reliable business.
These are the real assets then that somebody who wants to buy a business, this is what they look for.
This is the brand launcher, the career launcher, the income launcher. It's a beautiful thing. And I know you're going to love what this can do for you. You're going to get a vision. You're going to get a vision to grow your business, to sell it for a profit, kind of show your pals, your friends, your family.
Yes, you can make $1 million just selling on Amazon alone.